In this video, I'll be talking about Agents.md file. Agents.md is a markdown file. It is an open source community project. Basically, it is a simple open format for guiding agents. Think of it like as a README file for an agent. Now, it's a document to basically provide the context and instructions to the model, the AI model. It gives agents a clear and predictable place for instruction. Now, one agent's MD file works across multiple agents. Now, basically, you provide a precise agent focused guidance that complements existing README file or docs. So, it's kind of like an additional file which you provide. Now, there are a couple of links which I'm going to show you when I exit out of the presentation. So, agents.md, there is a GitHub repository, OpenAI agents.md, and jules.google. Agents.md is a specialized documentation file designed to basically guide an AI agent. It is created to enhance the AI code generation process. So when AI generates a code, it needs to be given a specific instructions. Now the instructions can be around which packages to refer, which packages to execute, the sequence of steps, what to do if something fails. So these kind of informations are present in agents.md file. Now agents.md file basically provides a context specific information about your requirement. So if you want to say generate a specific code for a specific topic, you need to be very precise. So LLM is going to do its work, but then you need to be very specific on what exactly do you need in terms of programming language, in terms of libraries to refer, in terms of the sequence of execution. It basically serves as a communication bridge between your development team and the AI tools. So if you get this right, there are chances that you're going to get the right output. Now, basically, it acts as a knowledge base that informs the AI about your project context. So, every time we hear the word context over here, it is acting as a knowledge repository for the AI agent to understand the information and then processes it. When OpenAI Codex or another AI agent encounters an agents.md file in the repository, it basically analyzes the information to guide its code generation process. Agents.md emerged from a collaborative efforts across AI ecosystem, including OpenAI Codex, AMP, Jules from Google, Cursor, and Factory. Now, this is how the sample agents.md file looks like. This screenshot I have taken it from the website, which I'm going to show you in some time. Now, sample agents.md file, if you see over here, we are provided an instruction within the file. It's a markdown format. And as you see over here, this is H1, H2, and then you provide some information within that particular section. So dev environment tips, testing instructions, PR instructions. So dev environment tips. So whatever tech you use in terms of npm or pnpm, and then you specify run where, so the project name. Then you jump to a package, run the npm install to add the package to your workspace. So it precisely guides the agent on which command to use, when to use, and what to do with that. So use npm create wait at latest project name to spin up a new React, and then check the name field inside each package to confirm the right name, skip the top level. So like this, it gives you exact sequence. So what exactly you're going to do when you start building a project. So you write those steps, and if possible, even provide a command as well along with the switches. So as you see over here, the command has switches as well. So that will give a more clarity to the language model. Now, from a testing instruction perspective, it says find the continuous integration plan in the workflow folder. Run the test to run every check. From the package, you can just call commit should pass all tests. So this exactly specifies the commit should pass all the tests before you merge the branches. You focus on one step, fix any test, after moving files, changing imports, run this. So all this kind of things are already provided within this agents.md file. So again, agents.md file is used to guide AI agents to basically generate a code and guide the entire code generation process. If you see the PR instruction, you're exactly given the title format, and it always says always run pn pm lint pm test, depending on what exactly you want the code to be generated for. Now agents.md file. So agents.md file is basically created at the root of the repository. So as you see over here, it is created at the root of the repository. Some of the guidance content, like the contents of the agent MD file, which I just showed you, can include the project overview. So, what does that project do? Some build or test commands, the guidelines, the coding guidelines for generating the code, test instructions, and if there are any security consideration, and plus many more. Now, these are some of the basics thing which we start with. Now, you can add extra instructions, commit messages or pull request guidelines, deployment step, etc. You use nested agents.md file for sub projects. So it is not that you just use one agent.md file. So if you have that classification of child agents or sub agents, then you can create multiple agents.md file to make your application more modular, and all the modularized instructions within the agents.md file should be precisely defined for that specific work area. Agents.md is a markdown file format, as we all know, and it is a living document. Now, this is important. It's not that you write something within agents.md file and you execute it and you get your thing sorted. It can, you can continuously update and refine the agents.md file, and the system will start referring that particular file to generate the code. So I'm in agents.md URL. Now here it's a basically it explains you the same thing, the simple open format for guiding coding agents used by over 20,000 open source project. If you see this part over here, agents.md, we have a setup commands, we have a code style, so you can exactly specify which commands to execute, which test to run, and how the coding style should be defined. Like it says, use single quotes, no semicolon, TypeScript strict mode if you're using a TypeScript based project, use functional patterns where possible, and have a look into this website. So they have given the organization which currently uses it. So Codex, Phoenix, Cursor, Code, Devon, Open Code. And you can even click here and say view all supported agents. So if you click over here, it will show you all the supported agents for agents.md. Now, slowly the organization is adapting to it, and you may soon find many organizations using this particular file for the code generation process. And if you want to know more about different GitHub repository like OpenAI Codex, Apache Airflow, Pluto Lang, Temporary SDK Java, you can have a look into that. And this website gives you some more information about how to add the agents.md file, where to add it, what to cover, what additional instructions to provide. And there are some FAQs as well. So one FAQ is, are there required fields? Now, agents.md is just a standard markdown file. So there's no specific requirement of a required field which you need to fill in. So use any headings you like. The agent simply passes the text you provide. So it is the heading is just for formatting purposes. Now, what if the instructions conflict? The closest agents.md to the edited file wins. Will the agent run testing commands found in agents.md automatically? Yes, because if you list them, the agent will attempt to execute that command. And how do I migrate existing docs to agents.md? So if you already are doing similar things, then it's just a matter of renaming the existing files to agents.md and create a symbolic link. So like that, there are many configuration related information provided within the website. Now, if you navigate to the GitHub repository of OpenAI agents.md, here you'll be able to see the different file commits done by the team. And here also you will find some sort of information like how what are the different. So this is the sample which I've taken in my PowerPoint presentation. So this is the dev environment testing instructions, VR instructions. This is how the file will look like. And this is jules.google. So have a look into the website, and here you will be able to see the existing built projects using the agents.md file. So that's it, folks. This is all about agents.md file. Thanks for watching.